Hey guys, thanks for joining my channel. In today's video, it's kind of late right now, so I just want to make like a quick snack. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm really hungry, so by being so late guys, I picked something that's really quick and simple. It shouldn't take more than about 15 minutes. So first things first, I want to wash my hands real good. Have a nail brush. I've actually been doing this before Corona broke out. I just like really hate germs and bacteria, guys. I just thought it was the safest bet that I could place when it comes to cross-contamination with my hands. And since I just washed my hands, what I normally do, can you hear that? That lets me know that the grease is ready. It's ready. So I already prepped my meat. I have some pork chops right here, and I am going to I don't want to touch them. I have some black pepper seasoning salt. I don't know how to pronounce it. This is my first experience with it. I just purchased it a couple weeks ago at the grocery store. I think it's called adobo seasoning, but I fell in love with it. It's amazing, and it definitely put it pack a powerful punch, y'all. So for y'all out there that's up on tip with the seasoning, it's amazing. So I will be using that from now on, at least most of the time. So I'm gonna drop those in there like so. And guys, before I forget, do not forget to ding that bell to subscribe to my channel, and make sure you like this video. I work really hard to you guys don't even know what goes behind these YouTube videos. It's a lot of work. We literally work, me and my videographer and my assistant, we literally work from sun up to sundown, from the moment we awake to the moment we go to bed. We can get up at 10 o'clock in the morning and go to bed 4:30 a.m. the following morning, and we literally do YouTube videos, and we just take, you know, lunch and dinner breaks in between that. But I'm just trying to make sure that both sides of my meat is coated thoroughly on both sides like so. We drop those in there. That one's stuck in the corner. So I'm grabbing my bag because I'm trying not to make a mess. We clean up a lot too in between takes. A good cook is a clean cook. So I can save my flour bag for later.
I'll save that for later.
And be careful to double check, because one time I saved my flour bag and I put it in the refrigerator, and I pulled it out about a week later, and I realized that I left a piece of nasty fish in the flour bag, and it was a big chunk like the size of a 50-cent piece. I don't even understand how I missed that. So yeah, look, let me show you the proper way to check. I just flatten it out. Nothing is in there, so I can save that for later. So let me go ahead and store that under my cabinet right there, where I have my fish fry and my flowers and my rice. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting on that to fry, I'm gonna make some Betty Crocker suddenly salad. My favorite flavor is Caesar. I don't like the rest of the flavors, but this one, oh my God, this is really good right here. So basically what I do, this is really easy. I taught my kid how to cook this by himself at 5 years old. Supervised, of course. So if he can do it, you can do it. It's really simple. I'm a cook that usually cook from scratch. I'm an old school cook. So when I struggle to make these box products, I just strictly follow the directions, because the directions, I promise, they'll never lead you wrong. And I could do some homemade stuff from scratch, But sometimes I might have to follow the directions on the box because I wasn't used to cooking stuff like this until my company started requesting it. So I had to learn. Now I know it from memory, but if you guys don't know, just follow the directions on the box. So now, I'm just gonna wait for that to fry. I'm so hungry right now. What are you guys doing out there? What did you guys make for dinner? I want to know what you had for dinner. This basically is dinner because like I said, we had a really, really busy day. I don't care how late it is, what time of day and night. When I'm hungry, I just eat whatever I want. I eat whatever I want. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go to bed hungry because then it's going to be a problem. I don't like to jump up out my sleep being regretful that I didn't put anything to eat on my stomach before bed because my goal is to stay asleep once I'm asleep until I'm ready to wake up. I'm really excited though about the pork chops. That's gonna be so good because this is my first time. I hope I pronounced this right. Goya adobo seasoning. Yeah, I had tried this on chicken, so I'm really excited to try it on pork chops. I want to see what kind of kick it adds to that. I know it's gonna add a kick though. This is amazing right here. So let me tell you guys something about a pot of boiling water. If you want to boil that water as quickly as possible, always use a lid. If you do not use a lid, sure, the water will boil, but it's going to take twice as long, guys. It's going to take twice as long. So make sure you comment. You guys can feel free to ask me any questions. I keep it 100% honest with you guys. Just going to wait a couple minutes to let that fry. I try not to get too close. And then another pointer I can give you guys, see how the grease dripped out the pot? I'm kind of tired right now, so what I should have done to prevent that from happening is either 2 batches, or I should have decreased the amount of grease in the pot before I dropped the whole batch of pork chops. Honestly, that didn't cross my mind. This is my last stand for the day. After this, I'm definitely going down. I'm tired, fresh out the shower, trying to get some food on my belly. Wasn't thinking clearly, but thank God the pot didn't overflow like psh. That could have happened. If it had been just another ounce of grease in there, I definitely wouldn't have made it, and I probably would have had to cut this video and clean up the mess. So for future reference, guys, either do two batches or get some of that grease out your pot before you flame your pot up and get it hot. And that's how you prevent all that grease. So in the meantime, I'm going to clean up what I can so far. I hate messes. I hate messes. It's smelling good. I'm going to cut that light on so you guys can see better. I think I want to cut this fan on too, on low, just to get some of the smoke. So, what's your guys' favorite? I know what you can put in the comment sections. Tell me you guys' favorite pork chop recipe, because I don't know how to do too many of them. So, let me know what you guys' favorite pork chop recipe is, and I will imitate that, and I'll film it and upload it to this channel, and I'll give you guys a shout out, okay? This is about to be so good because we're sizzling. Can you hear it? You hear the sizzle? So I'm going to check just to see how far it got. Take one off the top. Don't try to dig one from the bottom. Okay, so see that golden brown? That lets me know that we are definitely most of the way done. And then that's not a real thick cut. I forgot what you call this particular cut. That's not a real thick cut of pork chops, so that's not going to take much longer, guys. Clean up as you go, so that way you will be able to enjoy your food as quick as possible. Oven mitt, safety first. Okay, so now that my water is boiling, I'm going to slide this over here. So first we need to boil that. And then I have a seasoning pack that I'm going to add later. Song popped in my head. And I stir it up a little bit. And what I like to do to make sure that don't stick, add a little oil. Usually I get brand new oil out the bottle, but since I already have it right here in front of me, I'm all about convenience. I'm an older woman. I try to get everything done as quickly as possible. So I just put about a tablespoon of oil in there. That'll stop your pasta from sticking. Usually they'll tell you to add salt to the water. And that's true when it comes to like a plain pasta recipe that you gotta put your ingredients in yourself. But this right here is Betty Crocker Caesar salad, Suddenly salad. So it comes with a seasoning pack. And that seasoning pack is so perfect. I'm afraid to tamper with that. So for this video, I would not be adding salt into my pasta. If I was doing like some other type of pasta recipe, sure. Oh, except for something including Alfredo, because that cheese is perfectly seasoned as well. I tried it before back in the day and I regretted it. Nobody taught me that. I had to learn on my own. That's how I became a great cook. But now I know when it already tastes perfect, just leave it alone, guys. Leave it alone because I messed it up. But this is going to be really good right here. So I'm going to put my lid back on the pasta so I can go ahead and speed up this cooking process. Same technique for when I was boiling the water. You still want to put the lid when you add the pasta to speed up the cooking process. I apologize, I forgot. I'm really tired right now. I just want to go to bed. I want to eat and go to bed. So, while I'm waiting on that to get done, I'm going to, check my pork chops again. Look at that. We're almost there. Just a few minutes longer because the ones at the bottom are literally sitting on the bottom of the pan. That's how I know they're not all the way done. They look done, but I'm going to show you guys a trick how I know for sure that they're not all the way done. They're sitting on the bottom of the pot. So that lets me know again that they're not all the way done yet. So now that my pasta is boiling and I have those strong rapids, I'm going to stir it. I'm just trying to prevent it from dripping on the stove. Then I'm cover that back up. It smells so good. The pork chops smell really, really good. I think that's a good combination of seasoning. I'm not too extra. I'm a simple girl, so I like to use simple ingredients. But in the future, I will be, expanding my brain to do more videos sampling new foods that I never tried before, stuff like that. So follow me and stay tuned for that in the future. I might have something on the channel that you guys actually are interested in tasting, but you're afraid, like gator, for example. So you definitely want to follow me so I can share that experience with you. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Okay, this is how I know when my pork chops are done. When they start floating, the ones on the top are actually floating, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out right now. And then that'll give it room for the ones at the bottom to cook thoroughly so they can start floating as well. I just have a few more left, guys. Then I will be done. So, I also forgot to get this little utensil as well. That's for cooking. I don't know what that's called. So, if you guys know the name of that, can you please comment and let me know? I love it. I love it. I just purchased that a year ago. I never heard nothing about it. I actually saw it on, it just, you know how they pop up with all the ads on social media. And I just clicked the link and I purchased it because that's what I needed my whole life and I never had it before. Oh no, I need to check this pasta again. Okay, so I'm just gonna take one piece out and try it. It doesn't look all the way done because it looks like the same size it was when I put it in the pot. It hasn't swelled up yet, so I don't know, maybe it's not. I'll try. That's the only way. I don't specifically have a technique to this. I just eyeball it. Experience is the best. Practice, practice, practice if you want to be a great cook. And it makes perfect. Don't worry about nobody's negative opinions of you. If you want to be a great cook in the future, keep on practicing as long as you do not burn the house down. If you are the type of cook, you are actually setting your stove on fire, let somebody cook for you. Ask somebody to teach you physically, hands-on, so you can become greater, okay? That's like halfway done now. The box says that it needs about 12 minutes. Like I said, if you don't know a recipe like that from heart, set a timer and check it in 12 minutes. They always on point with the directions on the box. Look at that. So now that this is done, I'm going to cut this off, and once the stove cool down, I'll be cleaning up. I'll be cleaning up. I hate messes. That looks so good. That smells so freaking good. That's okay. If that gets to doing that, let me show you guys a trick for that too. I just took the lid a little bit, let some of the air escape, and then stop it from boiling over. Oh, I cannot wait to eat these. How do you smell? Average J is on YouTube as well, my videographer. Thank you, nephew.
No problem.
So that's going to be done in a couple minutes. And once that's done, I'm just going to drain it. So in the meantime, let me throw this away. Okay, so now I'm going to set that to the back until it can cool down and I can clean up this mess because I don't want to have any issues. I do not want to have anyone walk past and accidentally bump it over. Most people I know who are adults, they leave their piping hot pot of grease right there on the front burner. I asked them, can they please move it because they did not warn me, and then they had to handle. And something else I'm gonna share with you guys. I had to tell a lot of people, please stop cooking like that, because imagine if, rotate the camera. Imagine if I'm coming from here and nobody warned me. I'm in trouble, and that's not fair to me. Why would you want to put me in jeopardy like that? Boiling hot water. So for the record, guys, don't do that to protect your loved ones. You always turn your handle to the left or the right. See, so that way I'll be free to walk. And I literally would have to get on top of the stove, the top of that pot over. Okay, so I'm checking again. Okay, now the noodles are swelling up. So I'm gonna taste that one in a minute. This is gonna be so freaking good. So I want to show you guys. Where's my fork? I hope the plastic one don't melt. It's probably gonna melt. I should have had a metal fork. Okay, so let me do this like this. I'm gonna put that right there. Bam. Put that right there. Bam. I want to show you guys what the middle look like. Okay. In the meantime, while that's boiling, now let me share this with you. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna cut it right down the middle. That smells so good. I think I'm gonna eat that now. I'm really hungry and that just smells so good. And I really love my food fresh and hot out the grease. Okay, so now I'm gonna check my noodle. That's the texture I want. I don't like my noodles too like soft, like soggy soft. That's too much. That means I overcooked it. So if it got a little chew, that's perfect. You need a little bit of texture to your pasta. That's how you know. You can even use a strainer, but I try to be convenient, especially if I had a really busy day. Now make sure you open that lid first for a couple seconds to let the steam escape. One day I just, you know, cracked the lid and poured a whole 2-pound pot of fluid from the macaroni, and I burnt my hand very, very bad from the steam. So make sure you crack it open and let the steam escape first. Let the steam escape first. And then you drain it. I'm not going to use a strainer right now. If you get too hot, give yourself a break. I don't want to use the strainer right now, so I won't have too much to clean up when I'm done. I had a very busy day. I'm tired. Okay, so now, guys, what I'm going to do with this, I did forget to grab something. You need grease. You need grease, any kind of grease, corn oil, sunflower oil, vegetable oil. Any type of oil is fine. So after this, I am pretty much done, guys. I'm pretty much done. All I gotta do is throw my seasoning pack in there like so. Throw a little bit of oil. I'm gonna measure out by eyeball, about 2 tablespoons to start. Add it as you go because you don't want to put too much oil. Once you add too much oil, it's gross. I'm gonna be honest. So there you guys have it. Look at the amount of oil that I put in. See, see how the bottom is not too oily? That's perfect. You just need enough oil to coat that because those are crushed up breadcrumbs. It's Italian breadcrumbs with bell peppers and some really amazing seasonings in there. So now that is actually done, and I'm going to plate this up and have a good night. And you guys do the same, okay? You guys do the same thing, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. And don't be afraid to share it and comment again, okay? Thanks, guys. Later, dudes.